Boys and girls, I am back. Omi's back with the big, colourful wig, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very jealous of that one. And it's full wet Canada. What are we saying? How we're feeling?
What is there not to love about the next 40 minutes or so? It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be absolutely fantastic as well. So we're going to be having a wet race. Of course, we have 3 a.m. Monaco still coming up. And in between that, we'll also have a trip to Australia. But yes, for now, in this moment, we're getting all set and ready to get going around Montreal.
We are indeed. And shall we tell them what our plans is for our individual, what should we call it? I don't even know what to say, but individual things that we're going to do after each race. I'll be style yours.
Yeah, individual shenanigans, I guess we could probably say. But yes, do not worry. I've not forgotten about star jumps, jumping jacks, whatever you want to call them. I will be doing them after this race at Canada. Okay, me and Alex are together for the next 2 races, so it's a perfect time to get that in. So we'll do that in between. So straight after Canada, once that's done, we'll be basically doing that, and then, well, you'll be doing something, Alex, next straight after Australia, and I'll be, I guess, doing something as well alongside you.
Yeah. So the plan is I'm going to do a little sing along for you after Australia because that's my final stint. So at whatever time it is when Australia finishes at about 2:30, tune in because we're going to have a great sing along. We're going to have a great sing along. Trust me, trust the process. It better be wham. It's not going to be wham, but it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we're going to get some star jumps out of Omi as well, are we?
Yes, absolutely.
We've got to do
And then
it.
while you're singing, and while you're singing, I'll just be, dancing, keeping everyone encouraged. Just creating the atmosphere as well,
Yeah.
assisting with that, which I'm sure your singing will do enough of. But I'll just be there, I guess,
Absolutely.
to assist with that.
Right, that's going to be a barrel of laughs anyway when we get into that. We'll head to the pre-race screens. I think we are just starting to get into the lobby for full wet Canada, so let's have a look at who's in this lobby as well. Nathan Richards is driving in full wet Canada. I bet he's going to really, really enjoy this one. And yeah, we're just loading in now. So, I mean, what's your predictions heading in to what might just be a very, very chaotic race?
Well, the easy thing to say is just Nathan Richards is probably gonna either bin it or track limits or something of that description. I was basically kind of engineering him when he was getting 24 seconds of penalties in F2 Mexico a few moments ago. So I've already seen what has been going on behind the wheel by him, and seeing his opinions while racing. So he's been looking forward now to getting back into the F1, which he can feel more confident in. Wet weather, though, I'm not as sure. Which is why I'm just gonna, easily just violate the commentator's team, even though I'm meant to be supporting them, which I am, but I don't know how much hope I have in him. So.
Yeah, I wonder how many track limits we're gonna get at turn 13 and turn 14 for the champions. I think on this one-shot qualifying, I think it's just gonna get to the end of qualifying. It's just gonna be invalidation. But we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens there. Qualifying and one-shot qualifying will begin in around 20 seconds time. And yeah, Canada, I think without it being wet is quite a tricky one for overtaking and track action in general. You can have some really solid races where on the final lap there's drama down to literally the line. But anyways, yeah, let's get into qualifying and let's see who can take pole for the Canadian Grand Prix in round number 11. Here we go.
Question. Time to find out as the drivers begin their flying laps, and their one and only lap they get in these wet conditions. So let's see who's going to be able to wrestle their car all the way to the top, and as we mentioned, keep it within the white lines at the same time of doing so as well.
Oh, absolutely. As we fly around Canada, and Angelo D'Hortensio currently rounding out in P1 in full wet conditions as we fly through turn number 6 into turn number 7. Angelo D'Hortensio still in the lead, and it is very, very tricky out there, out on the track at the minute. And I mean, this is unbelievable circumstances to race in. This would definitely get red flagged in real life by the FIA. Ooh, nearly cut in the corner there, Angelo. on the entry to turn number 8 and 9, but we're going to fly into turn number 10 and have it on the brakes, down to second, literally throwing the car in, hoping it drifts round in a good manner. And D'Hortensio is flying out front at the moment. Gabor Santos is quite close, pretty neck and neck as we head down to turn number 13 and turn number 14. But the final two corners, the final chicane into the Wall of Champions. Who can take pole position? Is it going to be D'Hortensio? Is anybody else going to snatch it away like Gabor Santos or MC Jammy Dodger himself? Across the line we go. It is D'Hortensio who takes pole by around 0.3 of a second. Gabor Santos in P2, then Jammy Dodge, then Jerome, and we'll read the rest in a second. But yeah, nice easy lap there for the man on pole position. Angelo D'Hortensio has done it in full wet conditions.
In the dry in Monza in his home race, and now it's come over to Canada and wiped the floor with the field once again, and he'll be on pole alongside Gabor.
Mega job from Gabor Santos as well, to be honest. 0.6 away from MC Jammy himself in P3, but D'Hortensio takes it by 2.5 of a second, and the grid is separated by an absolute mile. Jerome Len 1.8 back from D'Hortensio, then Joseph E. Walker, then Franick, and I think that's Gizzoni. I think it is. I've seen him before, but I'm a Yorkshire man and I struggle with pronunciation, so we know what I'm like. And that's why me and Corey struggled in our last race in Miami. Two northern people together with name pronunciations is never a good idea. Anyways, we head to the grid, and obviously not a long run down to turn number 1, so the launch off line is going to be very important. The lack of wheel spin is going to be very important. So I'll see what happens. And yeah, who do you think is going to win?
Well, judging by what he's so far been able to do, I'm going to say Angelo D'Hortensio, because in the F2 days when I commentated on him, you know, taking poles and winning, I could easily just predict him and he would just go out there and do it. So I'm gonna hope that the same thing still applies a few months on, and the same logic just, you know, works. So I guess as I predicted Monza correctly, I'm just gonna, you know, go with the same thing. You know, get the predictions nice, and in early as well.
Yeah, absolutely no-brainer, I think. I mean, it could be a close battle with Gabor Santos at the front as well with Angelo D'Hortensio. He didn't do it bad in qualifying, might have just made an odd error, but yeah, D'Hortensio is obviously he's quite a fast name in esports overall. So yeah, let's see how he does as we head to the lights here in Montreal in full wet conditions. And the silence breaks, and the battle begins. It's a jump off the line, drive-through penalty for Joseph, who flies into the lead, but Angelo D'Hortensio gets a great start on the route down to turn number 1, and Gabor Santos in behind now, fighting for position with MC Jammy Dodge round the outside. His car's absolutely everywhere on the exit of turn number 2. Joseph with that drive-through penalty, that'll have to be served in 3 laps time. Says it's the fastest lap, but that's EA doing EA things. Then everyone threw pretty nice. I think E. Walker might have had an off in that first sector, but his car's separated by quite a while, to be honest, through the grid. Already gaps forming in these wet conditions as Tamas Kokeni falls back in the first sector from the front pack, but the top 5 pretty neck and neck, and obviously Joseph has to come in to serve that penalty.
Yep, so he jumped the start, and it was a bolt from the orange to the front, but it will not be lasting for long. Now, you've got D'Hortensio on the inters, Gabor's on the inters as well, and you've got a few more drivers who are on those intermediates, rest on the full wet. So you might throw a full wet condition for the drivers, but they're obviously still going to differentiate with some of the tyres they're going for as well, as we see some battles further back.
Yeah, absolutely. Apologies for the graphic on the top of the screen. It says fastest lap Joseph drive-through penalty infringement. I don't think that's a valid fast lap time. Not gonna lie to you. But anyway, I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's not going anywhere. But anyway, Angelo D'Hortensio in the lead. Jammy Dodge making a move down inside on Gabor Santos. It's pretty neck and neck, the VCAB and the Alpine, but the VCAB gets through and Jammy Dodge gets into P3 and net P2. Gabor Santos in P4 at the moment. Let's see if he can push on Tamas Kokeni going down the inside at turn number 4, and does it pretty well and gets through on Jerome Len. Strong move, quite bold where he did it, but got the move done.
Yep. The outcome, I guess, is the important one, and the outcome is that he was able to get it done. So, let's see now how this one is going to play out, as Angelo Di Hortensio on those intermediates is going to lose out to McJammy, who's going to move through into the braking zone of turn number 8, and now will make his way down towards turn 10 as well, and towards the end of the lap. And Thomas Korkenny is trying to also make a move down the inside and sends the car in and finds himself in P4. So nicely done as well.
Yeah, a lot of sends early on in the lap. The midfield fight is obviously quite big as well. There's Nathan Richards looking for a move on Efsedar Pinnock. And then obviously Jubal trying to get involved too. These cars absolutely everywhere, 3 wide on the exit of turn number 10 as we make our way down to turn number 13 and turn number 14. It's still side by side with Pinnock, and he's trying to make a move on Kev the Slice, who's holding the pack up inside line for Nathan Richards. He makes the move at the wall of champions. It's tapping on the rear, it's struggling on the rear, and also Pinnock very, very, very close there to being in the wall. But at the moment, Doom NY trying to make a move. Pinnock losing all sorts of places to everyone around him, making too many errors in these wet conditions. Gets forced around the track. There's 3 wide on the exit. That's June NY, Jubal, E Walker side by side. Inside line for Pinnock as we fly through the first sector, and the Aston Martin keeps the place, but it's so close. This car's absolutely everywhere. Obviously, DRS won't be enabled, so they'll have to make moves in anywhere they possibly can just to get the car in front and push on from there. But it's just proving if you keep the car between the white lines and consistent, that's where you're going to make up the time so far.
Yep, absolutely. It is where you're going to be able to try and find a step forward. And of course, you're seeing so many sends due to the factor that you mentioned of no DRS for these drivers, and they're all fighting away with the car as well. So it is very much turning into an interesting race and an interesting contest as it gets super, super tight under braking there. Rio Harris has lost a position and they've dropped down to 19th. So they've lost out there on the intermediate compound of tyre. And finally, at the front of the field, Joseph comes into the pit lane to serve their drive-through.
Yes, and finally we've got rid of the top of the screen saying he's got a drive-through penalty, fastest lap, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad it's gone, to be honest. Anyway, Joseph in the pit lane to serve that, which is absolutely brilliant. Then Gabor Santos in behind Angelo Di Hortensio at the moment, still pretty much neck and neck out on track. And Jamie Dodge, out of nowhere, is setting some really, really solid pace here.
Yep, setting some very, very good pace indeed at the moment in this early phase of the contest as they look to try and get themselves embedded in, and all eyes and all focus on the bigger picture and towards the end of this race. But of course, you've got to be careful and you've got to be cautious if you want to find yourself in that position later on as well. So that is just something to consider, as the top two very much close together, and then they've got a 1.7 second gap back to Angelo Di Hortensio and Gabor, who find themselves together. So a few little gaggles and battles have developed as well, spread out across the field, and that's what happens when it is no DRS, meaning that you've not got the DRS train holding everyone together.
Yeah, obviously the intermediate call by Angelo, Gabor Santos and Jerome Lennon is probably making them struggle in this phase. The wets do seem a little bit quicker. And also, we've got a donation from Mr. Ben Huskins, £50. Thank you very much, Mr. Ben. And that puts us up to £1,376 overall. Thank you so much. And this is why we can improve. The community comes together. We can make great things happen. And it's such a great event every single year. And it's great to see everyone coming together to bring such a good donation for such a good cause. And Ben, thank you very much, my very, very good pal up the road, Mr. Ben Huskins, £50. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. And we are getting even closer, dangerously closer now, to getting Mr. Tom Knight some electric blue hair for him to walk into work with. We're getting very, very close now.
That's brilliant. I'd love to see that. I'd absolutely love to see that. That'd make my day. Seeing Nathan with pink hair, PK with blue. I mean, it's just like, he's absolutely brilliant, and that's just what I love to see. Ben in the chat, looking forward to Monaco. Yeah, I think he is driving that as well as Husky for Efsedar, so good luck for that one, my friend, at 3 in the morning. But anyway, chaps, we've got a bit of action further back. E Walker and Kev the Slice fighting out there. Jubal making a move as well. Kev has done well to try and defend, but obviously at the moment these guys just flying through. And Kev still trying to battle out on track at the moment. At the front though, Jamie Dodge and Tamash Kokeni closing together. And at the moment, I mean, do you think it could go to winters conditions, or it should be just full wet, shouldn't it? So you've got to think now, the Hortensio, Santos are both going to struggle at this phase in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, the weather will realistically stay the same. Of course, the game may, well, show us a different picture as well from our view, but the game is realistically the game. It can be very different for what the drivers are dealing with. So yeah, it's all about what tires work. But yeah, we'll have the same full wet conditions, lots of rain pouring down on this circuit. Of course, same will be taking place at Monaco. Later on, that'll be at 3 a.m. Make sure you're sticking around for that. We always love the 3 a.m. Monaco race, and we do it every single year for a reason at that precise time. It is always a thriller, and we still have that to come. And also, you know, myself and Nathan Richards have very much been talking highly about Baku at 5 a.m., which is quite also underrated, and one that you should also try and keep an eye on. Basically, what I'm telling you in short is, just, you know, just stay awake. Just stay awake.
Yeah,
stay
don't take your eyes off it. Don't take your eyes off it. There's no point in taking your eyes off it, really. He's absolutely kicking off here, by the way. Jubal, E. Walker, and June NY are absolutely going neck and neck and neck in all these fights here. Jubal nearly went for an absolute heroic switchback, but didn't make it stick. We got a look to the front as Tamash Kokeni went for a dive on MC Jamie Dodge down at turn number 1. It's close between the pairing, but Tamash Kokeni makes the move and takes the lead of the race on lap number 7. This race is actually playing out to be a lot better than we thought. A lot of action in the early stages, a lot of moves being made, and it's still proving tricky for a lot of drivers out there.
Yeah, the top two, they were touching each other basically for an entire lap. They were so close together. And, you know, sending it in, dive bombing, and then finally the positions have exchanged as Tamas does get himself to the lead. And now we'll look to try and consolidate it and try and pull away. But them two battling is allowing Diotentio and also Gabble to try and get closer and closer and closer, and also make it a 4-car battle at the front on lap number 7 out of 35.
Yeah, absolutely. And when are we going to see the pit stops as well? We've got to keep that in mind in this race. Obviously, you don't theoretically have to pit, but I've got to think Angelo, Gabor on the intermediate tyres, they're going to want to come onto wet tyres as soon as they possibly can. But to be honest, it seems like they might have found a bit of pace in the last few laps. They've been matching and actually beating few lap times of Jamie and Tamash at the front. So maybe the track is just getting rubbered in a bit at this phase. Maybe they've had a bit of experience in wet conditions where the track does start to have a bit more of a drier line. As there to prove it, Angelo Di Hortensio, a 23.7, sets the fastest lap on intermediates.
Yeah, so of course you've got a bit of a racing line beginning to form, which they wouldn't have had when we started racing here in Canada. So that's of course playing a part. Into the pit lane comes Nathan Richards too, as well as he comes in for the commentary team. But yeah, the Inter's now beginning to actually just work that little bit more. So it is putting them a little bit quicker at certain parts, and it means that they are very much in with the fight between our top two.
Yeah, it's going to make it interesting to see if they can fly through. But it's only lap 8 out of 35, so they've got quite a long way to go. And in terms of pit stops as well, Nathan has came in relatively early, and yeah, so there is actually quite a mixed bag out there. I think Nathan's came in to come onto the Inters at this phase because he realised that obviously the quicker tyre at the moment. We've got a battle here forming with Joseph, Jerome and Medal on the route down to turn number 10. It's very close between the lots. Looking to the inside is the Red Bull of Jerome. Len makes a move on Medal. So does Joseph, following him through on the exit of turn number 10. And the Haas, a bit of a sitting duck at the moment. He's got the outside line for the Wall of Champions. If he can hold it, he's done quite well to get back in front of Jerome then too. Joseph also going side by side, and it's very close between the lots, but it's going to end up in the way it started, apart from Joseph making a move on Jerome. But this battle, it's been quite heated out there. These three matching pace and swapping positions lap on lap, and the battle for P5 is absolutely roaring at this phase. But the other battle we need to keep a slow eye on, one of my left eyes on, is a top 4 battle, because that battle for lead is well and truly on as Tamash Kokeni picks up a penalty as well.
Yep, so he gets a time penalty too, but as Angelo Di Hortensio has proven, and also Gabble across their races in this event so far, you leave a gap open for them, they are going to take it. And they have definitely been providing that so far, and very much can do so once again. So if they've got a bit of an open door, because of course you're not really going to get much of a slam dunk overtake here with the DRS, because there is no DRS in these conditions, meaning that they are going to have to try and experiment and look for something different and try and possibly make some moves as well. And could this be a moment to make the move, because this is one of the closest it has been between second and third, and Angelo Diotencio definitely tucked in the wheel tracks. He'll pull alongside, and we look to have that move done as Medal is also getting past Joseph. So Diotencio does actually make it a simple move in the end, gets it slowed down and makes his way through in second place. And Medal is still going wheel to wheel with Joseph. Not for long though, he's got ahead.
Yeah, Medal does get back ahead. He's doing quite well to defend from these guys behind. Gabor Santos just sets the fastest lap as well, so he's going to be putting pressure on MC Jammy Dodge in P3, but he's only 6 tenths away from Diotencio as well if he does get through at this phase. He doesn't want to let Diotencio fly too far away, but luckily Tamashko Kenny is in the lead and he might hold him up just a little bit more as well. And yeah, so far Diotencio looking to push on and take the lead of this race on lap number 10 if he can close up to Tamashko Kenny. But let's see when they come into the pit as well. And yeah, at the moment the top 4 battle is well and truly on. Let's see what Jammy Dodge's pace is like on the intermediate tyres when he does come in, and definitely worth going on to the wets in the early phase to take the lead of the race momentarily and put himself in a position where he can push near the end of the race too. So yeah, still a long way to go. 25 laps remain. Tamashko Kenny in the lead with a penalty. Angelo Diotencio already knocking on the door, and it's going to be an intense fight for the lead.
That'll be fantastic. It is going to be thrilling indeed. So we'll keep an eye on what is going to happen between first and second place. Gabor still stuck behind as he tries to make the move, but also we're going to have to keep an eye on Joseph and Medal continuing their battle and continuing the never-ending story pretty much as they run wheel to wheel into the final corners on the circuit, and Joseph gets back ahead, not fought by Medal at the moment because he was coming in to the pit lane. So he makes his way into the pit lane as it continues to get super tight between first and second place in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. Diotencio's closing up to Tamashko Kenny, and just under 3 tenths of a second. So let's see when he can try and make a move. Jammy Dodge still holding Santos at bay at the moment as we head around the first sector once again, just on the exit of turn number 6 into the mid sector where DRS would normally be opened here at Canada, but obviously the rain absolutely throwing it down here. It's like England every day this year. And Diotencio still can't find a way through. It goes for a bit of a switch on the exit, on the route down to turn number 10. It's close between the pain. He tucks back in for the slipstream. Bit of a wobble to look to the inside line, but Diotencio does make it down the inside. Santos also making a move on Jammy Dodge too. It's close, as I think they have a bit of a collision as well, and temporarily goes sideways, does Gabor Santos, so loses it again, but Diotencio takes the lead of the race once again, as he lost pole earlier, but here we go, back in lead again. Here comes Tamashko Kenny, he's fighting it, and he gets back ahead with the straight line speed. He was flying down that straight, and it was not taking no for an answer on that one. Tamashko Kenny retakes the lead. Let's see if Diotencio can be the best and the last of the late breakers down at turn number 1. Keeps the inside line for turn number 2. That is crucial for the traction, for the better line, and for the exit. Angelo Diotencio finally gets a place, finally gets a lead on lap number 12, and Diotencio hits the forefront ahead of Tamashko Kenny. Jammy Dodge keeps Gabor Santos at bay as well, who also picks up a penalty.
Fantastic boxing match at the front, isn't it? They've been going at it and at it and at it, and you're going to see another overtake. Sliding our way into the Racing Bulls there was Gabor as he looked to try and get this move complete. Of course, he came into the braking zone right towards turn number 12, so late on the brakes that he slammed into the side and had to correct the steering lock and continue on. But all over the back Gabor is, and he's going to now wait for the opportunity. The road will open up once again and he'll be back to the part of the circuit which very nearly sent him round. This time around he's going to send it late on the brakes, but this time around he's not got a car that is going to be sending him round, and instead he'll be sending himself up to the final spot on the podium, P3.
Yeah, nice move there from Gabor Santos, late on the brakes, and Yeah, nicely kept clean there with Jammy Dodge as well. Could have easily closed the gap and made a collision. But no, yeah, nicely left enough space and a good battle overall. Lap number 12, the Hortensio in P1. It's Tamas Kokeni and Gabor Santos. And I think Jammy Dodge just came into the pit lane, which I think is perfect timing for himself. He needs to get off these wet tyres and go onto the inters to match the front three, apart from Tamas Kokeni, who's still on the wets. But he's making a good job of it, to be honest. I think it is still kind of a crossover phase, leaning more in the inters' favour. But Tamas Kokeni is making them work as it stands, keeping it within the top three, keeping it only 6 tenths away from Angelo Di Hortensio. So yeah, it's not too bad. And I think once it does start to get more inters, it's definitely time for Kokeni to come into the pit lane. At the moment, a few more pit stops happening. I think Joseph just came in as well. So we'll have a quick look at the pit stops. So Joseph, Medal have both came in. Jammy Dodge has just came in as well. Then Nathan, June, Jubuz, then all the way down from iHazard to the back of the pack, all stopped at the moment. And yeah, it'll be an inter show eventually in this race when everyone does come in to stop. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've definitely got plenty to be done by the drivers. Looking forward to seeing how it is all going to play out. And the pit stops continuously coming in, and we'll see it soon from the drivers running higher up in the order. That's exactly what we had by Jammy Dodge, who made his pit stop last time by, and Gabor is now left trying to get past Tamas Kokeni. Let's see whether we're going to get some moves into the pit lane. We will. So it is Tamas who actually does come in, and it leaves Angelo and Gabor on those inters, who continue round, and setting the fastest lap that time as well was Di Hortensio.
Yeah, really solid lap there from Di Hortensio, pushing away from the pack. And 1.8 away from Gabor Santos. Let's see if Tamas comes ahead of Jammy Dodge, or if Jammy Dodge has done the undercut on the exit and he's got his tyres warmed up as well. So that could be crucial if you do come out side by side. So Jammy Dodge is heading into turn number 1. This is a special thing about his pit lane, coming out of the pit lane on the exit at turn number 2 into the wetter line as well. But he does come out ahead of Jammy Dodge, who's pushing the car like mad, drifting at turn number 2 as well. Tamas Kokeni does get up to P4 and stays ahead of Jammy Dodge. And yeah, crucial time to pit there. I think if he left it one lap later, he would have been behind. But yeah, nice in lap there from Tamas, who stays ahead of the RB.
Let's stay ahead, as well as you mentioned, of the RB as we continue on and make our way through towards the final corners, with the drivers nearer to the front of the field. Joseph, though, looking to try and make an overtake further back up against the driver, who is still yet to come in and make a pit stop, and he does get by into the 8th turn of the circuit, and now he'll continue on with some clean space and road ahead of him. 6.2 seconds to the next driver in the field.
Yeah, Pinnock also having a little battle with Joseph there. Joseph ahead in P7. E. Walker also closing into Medal. This fight has been going on all race long, it seems, with Medal. He can't escape from anybody. The driver just absolutely with another 2 cars fighting, it seems, down that back straight. But yeah, currently in P9, defending once again into the pit lane is Efsadar Pinnock. And let's see where he drops down to and what he goes on to. Could be the intermediate compound at this phase. But yeah, last lap 15 out of 35. Di Hortensio is definitely pushing on at this phase. And let's see if we can do a bit of an overcut compared to the likes of Tamas Kokeni, who is catching Jerome Len. So they need to dispatch Jerome as fast as he possibly can and push on and try the undercut on Angelo. But you never know what can happen here, and you don't want to fight too hard, as that could easily throw you out of any sort of race leading fight.
Really could. You're now at a phase of the race where you're just trying to hang on to things, assess the position that you're in, and try and basically bring it home. Score the valuable points for the team, and that's what they will all be looking to do. So you don't want to, well, basically ruin it and bin it at this phase. It might be a very tricky race, but it's one which you can capitalize on others' mistakes at the same time.
There goes Tamas Kokeni. As he gets past Jerome Len, first time of asking, that could be crucial to push on in this race. He's 15.9 behind Gabor Santos, and about 18 seconds behind Di Hortensio. So yeah, at the moment, it will come out ahead of Angelo Di Hortensio. Just need to push on a little bit more to solidify that. Let's see if Jammy Dodge can also try and follow him through, but Jerome isn't really going away. at this phase. D'Artenzio is still setting some decent pace out front as well. And yeah, definitely pushing on away from Santos and Tamas Kokeni. Just a bit of a contact with the wall. I don't know who that was, as Nathan Richards goes over the bumps at the final corner. And that's not going to help him in his effort to try and get past Chaz. He loses the position to Pinnock. And Nathan Richards is back down to P13. And yeah, that's not great for himself. I'm for the commentary team, I'm afraid. But yeah, let's see if he can push on and try and make a move at the end of this lap on one of these drivers once again, where he might actually be under pressure from June NY. But let's look ahead. Let's look aggressive. Come on, Nathan. Let's get past Pinnock here.
Yes, come on. Let's all jump on the hype train. Let's see whether he can do it. No pressure. No pressure as well. But yes, let's see what he can try and do. We've not really had any top 10 finishes that much as the commentary team. So, you know, would be nice. Would be very, very nice if we can find ourselves there. Now, as we are at 1 a.m. UK time, I want to see who is awake. Who is awake? Let us know in the live chat to confirm yourself as being awake at this time and still being with us as well as we reach the time where some people start going to bed, but, you know, the real ones staying awake.
Absolutely. And who's on comms? That is myself and Obi. But Ben in chat saying, well, FCR Race in the chat, so we don't know who the admin is, obviously. Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for both. I'm rooting for the commentary team and FCR. Obviously, I would not just root for one of them because we love the commentary team. But FCR is my home turf. But at the moment, lap 17 of 35. And everyone's been here since the start. Love Whip on the XA. We love that. Support. So we've got a bit of battling in with Chaz and Nathan Richards going side by side. Nathan's still trying to make a move, and it's still pretty tight between the pair. And Nathan looking to the inside, but cannot make a move this time around. He's got the pace in him. He just can't seem to get his car past Chaz at the moment. But Pinnock gets past Chaz, and let's see if Nathan can try and keep up and get through too. It could be crucial if he wants to finish in the top. Well, I would say top 10, but I mean Rio Harris is quite a way ahead, with a solid 11-second gap to FCR Pinnock. So yeah, the 5P11 that is at the moment, as we look forward to Jerome Len, as he's very close to Jamie Dodge in P4, and this is a close battle at the moment. I can't tell if Jamie Dodge has just got through on Jerome Len. I'm guessing he just has. I've just missed, I'm afraid. But yeah, Jamie Dodge is through up into P4, and yeah, see if we can try and keep up with Tamas Kokeni.
Oh my word, Nathan Richards sending the latest of latest sends into the braking zone, but then finding himself too deep, and it was the lovely switchback for Chaz, and it's put Nathan on the back foot, which means he is coming under pressure as we head to the chicane, and Nathan's just going to be able to hang on. Will the commentary team right now to the position they are in? But they were looking, well, we were all looking to move forward this lap until we had that late lunge where we just went far too deep. And in the end, nothing could be done of it. But we'll see. Another lap, another chance for Nathan Richards to try and, you know, just do something. Just, you know, become magical for a lap in the car and see whether we can gain a position. But time will only tell.
Pressure, what pressure? Nathan Richards, he's going to win it all. He's going to win it all. That's my prediction. Yeah, come on, Nathan. Let's get past Pinnock here and Chaz. Come on.
Been stuck for too long. Come on now. Yes, get on the power. Here we go.
Come on.
Yes, foot to the floor. Come on now. You were complaining about the F2 earlier on. You're no longer in the F2. I know it's raining, but you know it's F1 now. Yeah, exactly. Get on with it. Get on with it now.
Next it'll be saying, "Oh, it's this bloody pink hair. That I'm meant to be having it stressing me out, so I can't race. I can't race with a clear head." That's what he'll be saying next. Mustn't forget that it's been raining. Nathan has all sorts of excuses, I'm sure, after the race, but he's still stuck behind Chaz. Fair play to Chaz, he's putting a good effort in defence here. And he's been good in the right. Oh, there's D'Artenzio getting a 3 second. I don't think it's really going to matter anyway. He's 3 seconds clear of Gabor Santos, who's also got a 3 second, and Tamas Kokeni has also got a 3 second and 16 seconds back. But obviously, the front two still yet to stop. And rightly so, they've started on the intermediate so they can go a little bit longer. And down the inside, he's looking to the inside Nathan once again. He just can't find a way through. Come on, Mr. Richards. The old switcheroo at turn number 2. Go on, Nathan, put your foot down. He's absolutely smashed it through. And thank God for that. Nathan Richards is through at turn number 3 and gets himself up to P12 for the commentary team. He's now got 3.1 seconds to FCR Pinnock. And what's he like in clean air? But finally, he's made the move, and here comes Jude NY putting the pressure on as well. Chaz is going to have to defend all over again. He's switched back from Jude NY. We love a switcheroo in the wet weather, and the McLaren also does the exact same as Nathan, just at a different corner, and gets himself up to P13. Strong moves there from the pairing.
Yeah, strong moves indeed. And finally, we've got the clip for social media. Thank you very much, Nathan Richards, for making that overtake. We'll definitely be looking at that for a long, long time to come because, well, we don't usually get to see it that often. But yes, he's finally made the move, and been able to get ahead. Now let's see what he does, and can he possibly gain 3 seconds further up the road? But we might be here a couple of years waiting for that. Just giving a warning now.
Might be for the next event for that one. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see his progress. But no, to be fair, in clean air, he does seem to have decent pace. Let's see if he can push on with June NY, but hopefully he doesn't keep looking in his mirrors too much and realising the pressure that June's going to make. But anyway, Nathan did get through. Now he might have to defend because June looks pretty quick behind. But let's think offensive. Let's think that Nathan can win it all, and we'll get somewhere.
Absolutely. I know he's in a call right now with Corey, Jess, and Ollie. If any of you are listening to us, then let us know in the live chat what he's saying. What is his mindset right now?
What's
Of
he
course, don't
moaning
leak it
about?
all. Don't leak it all. But like, you know, give us some insights. Give us some insights up here in the commentary box, because I mean, there was quite a lot of interesting things when I was watching him in F2. And yeah, of course, you probably won't be able to say all the words he's saying. I will give warning. You can't probably say all the words he's saying, but you know, just a bit of an idea would be helpful. Just a bit.
Oh, some redacted words from Nathan Richards probably in this wet weather race. Right, it's lap 21 out of 35. Everything's beginning to settle down. We knew this would happen eventually. To be honest, it's took longer than I thought it would to settle down in this race. We had quite an action-packed first 15 laps, to be honest, with moves galore. But yes, we've still got a few pit stops to happen. E-Walker, Rio Harris have still got to stop, so that's going to promote them into the top 10, the likes of Pinnock, Nathan, and Juno will be fighting. And Nathan, what's he doing, man? 3-second penalty.
Seconds.
Brilliant.
Oh. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, we've not got any form of response in the live chat, so it seems like everyone in that call has us muted for obvious reasons.
Yeah, they can't be bothered anymore. They're done.
Yeah, don't want to listen to us, I guess.
We've just got Surfwatch saying, I'm just listening this to chill. Good. I think you should stay out of that until it finishes at 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. Not long, everybody to go, believe me.
I'm helping E-Walker. Do you know what? E-Walker is currently in P9. Still yet to stop, though, on the intermediate tyres. And he's actually about to make a move on Medal as well, if he can make that move. We've got another move further up, and that is Joseph on Franek Jazani for P6. And Joseph has stopped in this race. Franek has not. And Surfwatch says in the chat, this is interesting insight, actually. E-Walker is not stopping in this race. Interesting. Fair dues, yeah. It makes sense the fact that Inters are going to be able to go longer because obviously the wetter conditions isn't going to degrade them as much. So yeah, it makes sense that they could go to the end. In the chat, Alex Lansdale is racing next. That is for F Sadar. And wish us luck. We're cooked. That's brilliant news. That is absolutely brilliant news for Team F Sadar, my team. And anywho, we'll see how that one turns out. E-Walker is very close now to medal. Let's see if he can try and get through, as the Red Bull is looking pretty quick in the low-speed areas as it stands. And say medal stopped, he's under quite a bit of pressure from the Red Bull as it stands. We head down to turn number 10. Let's see if E-Walker can get through it.
Yes, let's see whether he can get through indeed, following very much closely.
Ooh.
Oh, he's into the side there of Medal, and then able to now turn it into a bit of a drag race. Well, of course, just back off just that little bit as he gets back on the power. So we were very nearly to the moment of the overtake, but we're gonna have to wait just that little bit longer.
Yeah, in the chat, Medal has been under pressure for about 8 laps now, and he's not cracking. I mean, I think Medal's been under pressure for the full race. Every single time I look to him, he's under pressure from someone behind him. In the first stint, it was 2 drivers. I think it was Joseph and who else was it? I think it might be Pinnock as well. and because obviously the stops and it's changed the race for him. But Medal's been under pressure for the whole race, and he's proving really solid at defending, and he's got definitely quite a bit of straight line speed in him, which is helping him down the back straight, the main defending into the final chicane. So yeah, he's doing an absolutely fantastic job in P8 at the moment. Doesn't have to stop until the end of the race. 12 laps to go. D'Hortensio 4.444 seconds in the lead, and Gabor Santos in P2. Then Tamas Kokeni 16.3 behind. Obviously he had to stop. And yeah, at the moment, there we go. D'Hortensio, fastest lap once again.
Pushing on hard, pushing on harder at the moment is Mr. D'Hortensio at the front of the field as he has a bit of a slide, bit of a twitch as he corrects the car and gets back going as well at the moment in time 2. A reminder, of course, this is being done for a great cause, a great charity. So if you can donate, then please do. We've of course got the link in the live chat, but also you've got a QR code which is right below the map. So, you know, just go on your phone, go to the Canva app or whatever you do to get whatever you use for QR code, you know, scan it, make your way all the way into the donation link area, and then of course donate whatever you can, because every little does help. So thank you very much to everyone who is sticking with us, and please do donate, because we do want to see Mr. Tom Knight with blue electric hair. Not just normal blue, not just blue, but electric blue, which is very specific, and you know, it will be fantastic to see.
Yeah, it's got to happen. He's got to put, and it's got to be the electric blue as well. I think that's on his story as well. I think he did actually buy it, so he knows that it's going to happen. He's prepared for this to happen, and as a community, we need to prove that right. So make sure you donate.
I mean, you can't waste his money now. You can't just waste his money.
You can't. Yeah, you can't waste his money. We can't waste things in the world. We can't waste resources. We need him to use it. So, yeah, he already has a die, and just a good. It needs to be electric blue. So, as blue as I can get, it needs to be electric blue. You said electric blue. We're not taking it until it's electric. And so I'm literally looking at it and thinking, wow, I should plug my charger into that, and it would get my phone full battery.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, just looking a bit more further ahead, 2,100 Great British Pounds. We get Nathan's mum commentating for 2 laps. So that's probably already been. So that's probably already been spoken about. So we can't let that also down either, can we? It's probably already been agreed. So you know, Nathan's mum is already up for the role in case it happens. So you know, it's already been discussed. As Nathan Richards is actually going for it, and he's lost a position, and he cuts the corner, gets a penalty. But so does his rival at the time as well.
Yeah, it was very close there. A bit of a tap on the front there for, I think it was Nathan, and yeah, it left him off the track limits there. But yeah, I do really want to see Nathan's mum put a two-lap commentary on. Ben from FCR says, "Get Helen on comms, Alex." My mum is definitely in bed. She has been since about 10:30. So, oh no, what's happened? We've got a safety car.
Word.
We've got a safety car.
Nathan Richards retires.
Nathan, no.
What is he doing? How has he let that happen? Oh, I don't know words.
I can't even see because I was close enough. He's put it in the wall at, I think it was turn 4. Oh, the absolute plum. What's he doing? Oh no, that's our fault as well, that. Was talking about him too much.
Yeah. Yeah, we were getting all excited for something special to happen.
The commentators cursed the commentary team. I mean, how has that happened?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, Jess was also cursing him earlier, so, you know, it's
just what we do,
it's already happened.
Just what we do. Oh, safety car.
Exactly.
Lap 26. And Nathan's inviting me on Steam, so I don't know if he's disconnected, but I think he's waiting to the wall. It does happen to him. Anyways, I'm sure we're going to see Angelo and Gabor Santos go into the pit lane here. They've got a 22-second gap, so there's no real loss. Penalties at the moment. Jerome's got a drive-through. E. Walker's got a drive-through. And there's quite a lot of track limits penalties. It is quite tricky here to Canada when it's dry. Never mind just wet as well. Hopefully the safety car we don't have any bugs, because last time I commentated in Miami, we had to red flag the session because it was disqualifying people left, right, and center. And in the chat, someone just said there's a drive-through bug.
I mean, I didn't know that existed, but okay.
Oh, day.
We
Oh,
learn
my
new things
days.
every day, every evening, every
Hopefully.
night, even every morning, early morning, very early morning.
Oh, it's a pity. Yeah, I mean, EA doing EA things. Obviously, we have to do what we're gonna do. Well, I think they do. Yeah, if they don't do the drive-through, then they'll get disqualified. So, yeah, it's a shame that if that is the case, Jerome's gonna have to do one as well, and you can't do it under safety car. If you don't have pit limiter on the safety car, you get a drive-through. That's a shame. What's happening here with the Mercedes? I think is that Gaz in the way of Angelo, gets out of the way. But anyway, we'll get formed up behind the safety car, and yeah, Angelo's got a free pit stop out of it. So has Gabor Santos. Then Tamas Kokeni's got another chance to fight for this one, to be honest. And Jamie Dodge has not got a penalty, so it's going to make it interesting for himself if he can fight and keep within the penalty range.
Absolutely. And you know, as we are under safety car, we had a live interview earlier on. In my opinion, Nathan Richards should come join us for a quick little live interview to explain what on earth happened and how did that happen. So if anyone is in connection with him and anyone can communicate with him, encourage him our way. Encourage him our
Yeah.
way. We'll be very interested to hear from him. I'll sort out the budget later. Don't worry, I'll sort out the budget later. But just get him here for now.
Get him in here. I want to speak to the disaster class. That was Nathan. He's going to come in here and whinge about the rain. I already know that for certain. But it's all right because his hair's going to go pink.
Yeah, it's nice and fine. It's nice and fine. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what he has to say after, well, everything that he's done, and we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see whether we're gonna get a chance to speak to him. If not, don't worry, I'm commentating with him at 5 a.m. So I'll also be having stern words then.
I've just heard as well from the FZR team that there is a Delta glitch, which is making them not able to catch a safety car. But I don't know if it's just been sorted. He's put his foot down, so it might be fine. Hopefully it's fine. Otherwise we'll be behind the safety car until lap 32. Then it'll come in and everyone will still be gapped. But yeah, I think it's fine. He seems to have put his foot down, so we should have all cars get sorted.
Yeah. And I'm also just looking in the Discord call right now. Jess and Ollie are both muted. I think they've had enough as well of Nathan Richards' excuses anyway. That they've probably fallen asleep. So
Nathan's in the
only
chat.
Corey's there to entertain at the moment.
Nathan just put GG in the chat. Nathan, if you want a little interview, I think you should hop in while the safety car's out and always saying some redacted words in the chat.
Oh my word, he's here! Wow, he's listened.
He's listened. Nathan, what's happened, mate? Talk to us.
This game is absolutely atrocious. I hit the wall at about 80 miles an hour, died on, and it DNF'd my tyre like I hit it head on. Should never have been a DNF.
Oh.
But the pace wasn't good either. I mean, it felt good until everybody else ahead of me, and I was 2 seconds a lap slower, even though I felt quick. But yeah, no, wasn't the most ideal race. I had a nice battle with Chaz though.
Yeah, I was about to say then, right? The move you made was
that was brilliant.
That was lovely. That. Hey, where's?
Oh, I think he's letting someone by.
Car. Well, he just let Sonos pass as well, so hopefully he does the same.
But, as I said, and I quote, my word was "you sexy bastard" when I made that move at turn 1. I don't think I've seen anything like that before. It was brilliant. And Pinnock as well, nice little battle with him. So fair play to your driver, Alex. Nice little clean driver.
It's good to hear.
And Dune as well was nice battling against him, but it was not ideal. I think once I got overtaken by, I think it was Dune. Yeah, wasn't going to end well, and I think the dirty air didn't help. Most of the time I had no dirty air, and once he was ahead of me, I couldn't do anything. So yeah, not ideal. But yeah, safety cars in this lap, so I'll leave you guys to it.
Yeah, cheers, pal. Unlucky, my friend.
Indeed, indeed. Right, have a good one, lads. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Cheerio.
Bye bye. Bye. Well, he definitely sounds like a driver from Birmingham who's just absolutely binned it into the wall at 1 a.m. Not that energized. We'll see whether that changes later on.
I've just realised the whole pack is not bunched up.
Right.
So
Well, we're ready to
that
go.
was yeah, that's fantastic. And the throttle limiter is on, so that means that they can't catch up either. So they're trying, but they can't. So that makes this game just top notch. Anyway, Gabor Santos is somehow in the lead of the race since D'Ortenzio was trying to let lap cars through. It didn't work. So Gabor Santos is going to lead us away from this safety car as we go racing once again. So green flag running once across the line. Gabor Santos is in the lead of this race. Angelo D'Ortenzio to Tamas Kokeni, who's got 6 seconds of penalties. Then to Jamie Dodge, who has no penalties and running in P4 and is on the intermediate tyres to prove what he possibly can. And out back, obviously, you've got Pinnock, June, and E. Walker miles back due to the safety car limiter being on, so they couldn't catch up. But a clean start on the restart. Gabor Santos leads.
Does indeed. Clean, 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 as you mentioned, as well, which has not usually been the words we've been able to say a lot across this event so far. But yes, very nicely done. Very nicely done by the drivers. Very close at the front of the field. Bit of wheel to wheel going on further back. Chaz finds himself ahead and gaining a position that is for 13th at the moment. But yeah, they find themselves majorly off. Everyone is basically in so many different positions right now.
Yeah, Gabor Santos and Angelo D'Ortenzio already going racing at the front at turn number 10. Santos with a better exit gets the place on D'Ortenzio. As we make our way down to the Wall of Champions at turn number 14. And D'Ortenzio make a move. This time around cannot, and he's not close enough to. But he's got an absolutely fantastic exit there, but I just don't think he's got the grip. Has he got the overhead speed to make the move down at turn number 1? It's close. And can he make a lunge around the outside, make it the inside line? Going for a bit of an up and under, and it's going to have to be the outside line. And another switch back from D'Ortenzio, but this time around cannot make a move. Have a quick look at Pens as requested. Ewok has a drive-through penalty, so he's going to have to serve that one. And Gabor Santos 3 seconds, D'Ortenzio 3 seconds, and Tamas Kokeni on 6 seconds of penalties. As Pinnock makes his way up, he's having a quick battle here with Jerome Len, and Pinnock gets himself up into P9.
Absolutely, and it's still so close together between Angelo and Gabor. Angelo just looming large in the mirrors, being a bit of an annoyance at every single corner that they go through right now here at Montreal. But now we're heading to a dive bomb opportunity. Is Angelo going to send it, or is he going to place the car on the outside in hope of better traction? Bit of a switchback, bit of a cutback, karting stuff, cadet stuff over there. But they still remain in single file, and the battle still continues down towards the chicane. This is very much entertaining stuff between our leading two as well at this moment, and Angelo just following very closely in the wheel tracks, and he feels happy with that. But when a clear opportunity maybe later on presents itself, he might take it.
Absolutely, it's still very close. He's only 3 laps to go. That went very quickly. I didn't realise that.
Wow.
But yeah, 3 laps to go. Gabor Santos is in the lead of this race and on track to win the race. As Jamie Dodge isn't close enough, and 6 seconds for Tamas Kokeni. But D'Ortenzio needs to make a move at some point. He's only got 3 laps to do so. Let's see if Santos can defend well enough to keep him behind. But this would be an absolute defensive masterclass if he can pull it off. A quick look back as Jerome Len is putting pressure on Pinnock, fighting once again. He's went a bit too deep as Pinnock, and that's allowed Jerome Len to swoop down the inside. And the Red Bull does get through, and Pinnock needs to fight it all over again to fight for P9. It's very close, but as it stands, Jerome Len gets ahead of this battle. But the race leading fight is one we've got to keep our eyes on, as it's very close out on track.
Quite literally ask you to have your eyes glued to the screen, and we might need you to for the remaining laps, because it is millimeter stuff. It is so close. As I say, that Angelo runs slightly in deep and kind of had a compromised exit there which has put him a little bit back, but no problem at all, because he's got so much pace that he can come charging straight back. He's got a bit of a battery as well, and all of a sudden we're continuing on the mini train between two drivers as well. Gabor towing along Angelo Di Hortensio at the front as we come over the line and tick ourselves onto lap number 33. 3 to go, including this one. Fastest lap of the race now going to Tamas Korkeni, who was a contender earlier on as well when it came to the higher up positions. But right now, it's all left to Gabor and Angelo to debate it and battle it out to see who's going to be our victor. Another race where it's close and possibly going to the end, but Angelo Di Hortensio has left the session.
Oh, disaster. Disaster for Di Hortensio. He was having a mega race in the wet conditions. He was looking easily to try and make a move, and now needs to get back in the session as quick as he possibly can. Gabor Santos has been absolutely handed this win on a plate, as dropping back is Di Hortensio. He's going to get dropped by Tamas Kokeni, and Jamie Dodge might be able to get himself onto the podium too. He's joined back, so hopefully he can get back in and push on for the final few laps and get past Tamas Kokeni once again. It's going to be close between the pairing once he does get back in the session, but Di Hortensio, I think he's back now, so hopefully when we get onto the main straight before the World Champions, he can take control of that Aston Martin and go racing once again. He's going to have to make up another place on Tamas Kokeni and make sure he stays within that 6 seconds. He is back in. That's a very tricky place to rejoin, but no, he rejoins very well. Jamie Dodge is very close behind, and now mainly needs to push on from Jamie Dodge to make sure he stays on the podium, but it's going to be close. And yeah, the RB has got a bit of work to do to stay within that 3 seconds and try and grab himself a podium here.
Yeah, well, anything I previewed to you, irrelevant now, as well. All of the different waffling I was doing, completely irrelevant now. It is Gabor leading the way at the moment in time as he looks to try and just bring it home. Penalties galore, by the way, across this entire field, so the order is going to very much change throughout some positions. But that is just the way we talked about track limits, and, you know, it can definitely have a factor in a way it's done right now.
Yeah, as it stands, Jamie Dodge is looking to take the place from Tamas Kokeni on the podium, then Angelo Di Hortensio will take 3rd place, and Jamie Dodge will slot into 2nd place as it stands. Let's see if Di Hortensio can push on, but he's also got a car, Tamas Kokeni, to navigate past if he does want to gain that 3 seconds. It's the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. We're going to head on to the final lap of the Grand Prix, and Gabor Santos is out front by 2.7 seconds, and it's been a fantastic performance from himself to take the lead and take it in his stride. He's got a bit lucky with Di Hortensio's disconnect, but to be honest, you've got to be in that position to win the race. He's done a great job of it. Di Hortensio responds with a 21.9 and the fastest lap of the race so far. He's definitely been the fastest man on the circuit, but obviously the disconnect's not going his way, and obviously the car placement with Gabor Santos taking the lead after the safety car and defending like an absolute madman, and done very well in that situation to block him off where he possibly could. And it's final lap of racing. Santos leads, Tamas Kokeni in P2, Di Hortensio in P3, and at the moment Jamie Dodge is falling away, but can he keep within that 3 seconds on this final lap?
That is the question, as we only have a couple more corners to go. Well, Di Hortensio is really trying to get the gap to 3 seconds directly in behind. He's got to find about 4-5 more tenths if he is to get there. So this one is going to come down to the timing page, absolutely, as well. Remember, there will be a 6-second time penalty applied directly ahead for Tamas Korkeni because he's got 6 seconds, so he'll lose out, and the gap is only 3 tenths. And right now, Angelo Di Hortensio just has to gain 2 more tenths compared to Jamie Dodge. So that is going to be really interesting. But while it's all to be fought for further back at the front of the field, what a drive it has been from Gabor. May have got a bit lucky with Angelo Di Hortensio's disconnection, but to get the luck, you need to be in the position, and he's come across the line and he has taken the victory. Angelo Di Hortensio comes across the line in 2nd place, and it will be 2nd place for keeps because he sent it through the final chicane, and by 0.2 of a second, he is just about going to hang on when that penalty is applied.
Yeah, mega job there from Jamie Dodge also to get P3 off Tamas Kokeni. Just held on. He's definitely had pace as Jamie in the V-carb, so he definitely deserves that podium place. Unlucky for Tamas Kokeni, who took that 6-second penalty overall. Gabor Santos wins though. Di Hortensio in P2, but it's Jammy Dodge in P3. Tamash Kokeni takes P4, and it's Joseph. Franik Gizzoni in P6, and it's Medal. Jerome Len, then Pinnock gets past Rio Harris. So does Jerome Len on penalties, and Rio Harris takes P10 overall. But it's Gabor Santos who takes the win in a very, very wet Canada.
Very wet Canada. And, well, if you liked a lot of wetness, don't worry. We've still got Canada to come. But in between that, we're just going to have Australia too. Well, that was interesting. You know, some exciting moments. A lull period as we expected in this type of a race. So, that was very much interesting.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought I was going to be worse than I thought in terms of battling, but we definitely had our fair share of battles. Gabor Santos wins. Angelo Di Hortensio takes P2 with the fastest lap of a 21.9, around 5 times quicker than anybody else's efforts. And Jammy Dodge takes P3, then it's Tamash Kokeni and Joseph. Franik Gizzoni, Medal, Jerome Lent, then it's F. Pinnock, Rio Harris, June NY, E. Walker, Dubas, and Kev the Slice down in P13. And we'll head back to me and Omi then, and we'll run through the next stages of what we're going to do. I think Omi's got some star jumps to do.
Yes, absolutely. I just want to quickly get myself in the next lobby. I just want to quickly do that. Get myself in the next lobby, just so I'm in position. And then I'll get on with some of the star jumps I need to be doing as well. Nathan Richards calling me Mr. Clown, and also getting very excited about star jumps too, as well. Great, great.
It's iconic now. It's
yeah.
iconic.
Yeah, absolutely. It was brought up again, and it didn't help because it was also put in the intro video for this event, the preview for this event. It was put as the first thing. I got a message. I got a message saying that I'm going to be the first thing, and I'm like, why? It's didn't get it.
Everyone loves it. Everyone absolutely loves it. We'll get set up for the next lobby anyway. The next lobby will be Australia, and it will be myself and Omi once again. It'll be my final stint. Omi has got one more after, and it's Baku in the very early hours of the morning, which he's going to stay up for because he's an absolute guy. He's absolutely here for it. Absolutely here for the content. And Baku is an absolutely fantastic one. That at 5 in the morning when people haven't slept very well is going to be absolute chaos. So what are you thinking towards that one?
That's why everyone's quite excited for it, to be fair. Because you know we've just come off Baku. For anyone who hasn't been keeping an eye on the PSGL action, we've come off Baku where we've had an 8-car pile-up in PCF2 in qualifying. We've had F3 literally binning it in qualifying a lot, and then in the races they've had pile-ups, they've had lobby crashes. It's been just wild across the board in PSGL at Baku. So we come off that. We're going into Baku once again. So for any of the drivers who did participate in that, you know, it is very much you know, all to be fought for, and everyone is just coming off that. And also, as Nathan mentions in chat, the E-Series crash, literally. Corey Brooks, Nathan Richards not being able to control themselves as we came over the line due to how funny it was as everyone started crashing just before that Ferrari crowning themselves champion. So, you know, Baku has had it all. It really, really has had it all. And it's been so iconic. It has had the chaotic moments. It's had the fun moments as I've got myself in the lobby. Fantastic.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Right, who's the host of this next lobby? Because I'll get myself in there as well. Then we can get these star jumps on the roll for Melbourne. Let's have a look.
Mr. Ollie Matthews, who is the host for this.
Let me get him added for you. Right.
Fantastic.
Do you want to get some star jumps going for the content?
Oh, I guess it's very nearly 2 a.m. But let's see what goes wrong. Well, we're down to 68 viewers, so luckily people have just, you know, it's not as big as earlier.
People are going to sleep now. You're lucky. How many are you going to aim for? Are you going to do 20?
I have no clue how many I'm going to do. I have absolutely no clue.
Nathan says 25.
Nathan Richards wants 25. Just why? Oh,
75. All right, we'll be here all day.
We don't have all day. We don't have all day. We've got to get on with some more racing.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
Deep breath. Well, first of all, I need to do some warm-ups, don't I? I need to warm up.
He needs to warm up, guys. Guys needs to warm up. This is crucial.
Yes,
He don't want to pull a muscle.
Yeah, absolutely. Considering I also need to stand here then for the next 2 races I'm doing, wouldn't be ideal. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling and just warm up a little bit with my lip mic. I guess you can continue just talking with everyone while I do that.
Go on then. Go on then. Oh, what a pleasure this is to witness, to be honest, guys. This is for the content. It's just warming up, getting the arm movements ready, just to do these star jumps. This is one of the most important parts of the 24-hour streams. Annual. I want 10 from you. Hang on a minute. I've been called to do 10.
I'm gonna put off my headset. Don't say anything too bad about me while I'm gone.
All right then. All right, I'll do 10. I'll smash 10 out. Go on then. For the content. For the 24 hours, we're gonna do 10 with Omi. Right. Huge. It started. It's already started. Do you know what I'm gonna get as well for this one? Be right back. Be right back. I'm gonna get the SpongeBob Nanny over here. I'm gonna get the SpongeBob Nanny to do 10 star jumps alongside me and Omi. My room's quite small, but hurrah! The mighty SpongeBob Nana taking place in the annual edition. Omi's still going, of course he is. What an absolute madman. I feel like I should put some Rocky music or something over the top of this for the content. I think like someone should do that if they're making. I mean, it's still going. This is actually. I mean...
I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired.
Phenomenal. He's done. He's done everyone. That is absolutely phenomenal. And that's what we all came for. We can end the stream. We can end 24 hours now. We're absolutely smashing it. So we need. No, we're not making him do 5 more. We'll be here all day if we keep saying we need 5 more. TK says he wasn't counting.
Fine. I'll do 5 more. Fine.
Oh, he's going again.
I'll actually do like 10.
Da 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 da. That is phenomenal. That is actually next time for the commentary assets, 100% we need to get music ready for this part of the stream.
Yeah.
We need some very very intense music because it's what we love to see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually, I've got the idea. You're going to be singing for us later. We can just play that over the next one.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. But me singing Gold by Spandau Ballet after Melbourne, we'll edit that into the next time he does some star jumps. Brilliant. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
I'm also dancing. I'm also dancing while he sings. I'm still going to move around, guys, so I need to save some energy for that.
Oh, my days. Harvey says, Omi does a front flip for the next incentive. I don't think we should do that. I think that's health and safety.
Yeah, it is. Also, can I just say this started last year because we were under safety car. Jess basically moved the camera, so I'm usually commentating and I'm like moving around because it's an energetic race, and people saw that and then they know that I like to move, and that is how this was formed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I guess a bit of a history lesson for you.
It is indeed. Right, I need to actually try and get in this lobby, to be honest. I've added someone, but he's still not in. Who have I got here? So bear with me. Oh, I've got Omi. I can just join from you. What am I doing?
Perfect.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Lovely.
I'm faffing about. Anyway, we're getting in the lobby now, so we'll have a look at the donation total. Let's have a look. If I can get it up. Let's have a look what we're at. And we'll have a look at the recent donos as well, because if there's been any, that would be fantastic to see, of course.
Yes. Would be fantastic indeed.
Let's have a look at the recent donation. So we're currently at £1,376 at the moment. And and have a look at the most recent ones. Ben Huskins donated £50 in that last one. So thank you very much, Ben, of course. And I think that's the most recent one, if I'm not. Right. Let's have a look in the chat, see what people are saying. Alex, mate, all
Got a
due
bit of an
respect,
explanation to do.
but can we address that triangular SpongeBob? It's not triangular. That is in the shape of a banana. Do you want me to go and grab it? It's a banana. Yeah, you should. Come on, guys. You should know this by now. If you're in the league racing world and you haven't seen that SpongeBob banana, come on, guys. It's been around for a few months now. Yeah, that is a SpongeBob banana, which I went to America to see my good friend Antonio, which I met through all this league racing world, and I stole that from his room. I deflated it, stole it, put it in my suitcase, took it home, blew it up, and it's there. So let's go and get him. Let's go and get SpongeBob banana. I'll go and bring him for this next race because it's my final stint. I'll do whatever chat says. That's my rules. Bring it over. I did this the other day for a different league. I brought it over just for a race, just so we've got him right next to us. Can't really see him though. That's the only problem. I had to put my camera down slightly. You can see his eyes. There we go. That'll do. That is my SpongeBob banana. He joined us for my final stint here for 24 hours, and this is why you should donate. Right here.
Yeah.
Commitment. Get donating, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the QR code on screen. I'm not going to do another tutorial of how you utilize that. I think everyone's got enough brain cells for that. But you can also look in the live chat for the link. So, you've got two options. You're basically being handed it on a plate right now. So, just go donate.
Yeah, go and donate. Nathan, I'm not going to read that out from Nathan, that first chat there. Yeah, donate for the SpongeBob banana purely because of that. But yeah, please actually donate to a good cause. Anything you can give. Obviously, it's why we're here. And committed as everything. This is what we do. And this is why we come together as a league racing community. As after this race, I will do a bit of singing as well. Just for my final stint. I like to sing in the league racing scene, just in a normal league race. I feel like I've got to do it here. We're gonna do Bandau Ballet Gold. If you know, you know. It's an absolutely fantastic song, and we got to sing along in the chat as well. If you're at home, you gotta sing that. And I think we've got a £50 donation from Mr. Kev the Slice. What an absolute guy! The Google Earth guy himself has given £50. Iconic.
Fantastic. Well, that makes my legs hurting worthwhile, I guess. And I've still got to hurt them a little bit more across the next few hours. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll just deal with the pain when I go to sleep, and I'm dealing with it right now as I wait for this race to get underway. But if you donate, then it's all fine. Then it's all fine.
That is this guy just to get, what is it? Ooh, next race is preset setups. Once we get to £1,450. So if we start Australia and we get the rest of that, Monaco will be a fixed setup, wet night race.
Perfect.
Carnage.
Yeah, we need to get to at least 1.5k as well. Also, for the most important reason of, getting TK's hair electric blue, which I think is also very important, and everyone has to, consider. Everyone has to consider, and everyone has to think about as well. Just imagine all of us getting on with our days, and TK on the walk to work, everyone looking at him for different reasons, and then actually inside of work as well. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. You'll have a lot of explaining to do. So we all just get on with our day while he just has to do all of this extra stuff. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, I guess. So please donate. I mean, I've had people stare at me, but that's for different reasons. Because I was carrying a trophy home. Actually, Nathan Richards was actually there to deliver it uh, to me to some degree as well a few months ago. So I walked home with a trophy. That's why people were staring at me. But you know, for TK, it can be a bit of a different reason.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That would be peak. That would be very, very peak. Yeah, in the middle of London, not a nice place. Very
Yeah,
true.
yeah, and we also got an image outside of a post office as well. So that was quite interesting. It was delivered outside a post office. So yeah, but he actually came.
I feel for you, mate. I reckon when you don't go north, I'm going to take massive offence to that. You've just said that in the chat. I am from West Yorkshire, so I think that's probably the worst thing you could say to me because I love everything north. So
Right.
yeah, the bad tsunami. Watch what you do, mate, because that is serious talk. We're gonna get into. I mean, in London, good job.
Wow.
You've curved that out there. You dug you started to dig your hole, but then you realise, oh, my mistake. You filled it back in again. Okay, right. We're gonna go for the one-shot qualifying down at turn 1 here in Australia, and finally, we've got clear skies. I don't believe it.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because as we mentioned, you know what is coming. You absolutely know what is coming later on at Monaco, which is next up at 3 a.m. But first of all, let's get through Australia.
Absolutely. Gabor Santos is racing once again. He's doing a pretty decent job at the moment in the lead so far as we make our way down to turn number 6 into turn number 7. Robin Brain also in this one of my good league racing friends out there in P4 for fastest stay true. And who's GP?
I think that's Gregory Prigibel, I'd assume.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it definitely could be. That was the name that shooted into my head as well just now. And I mean it's also his home race as well. So that's another reason why he possibly could be here and is possibly dominating. That could be another reason why.
Absolutely. Gregory Prigibel in P2 though. Gabor Santos has pulled it back in the final sector though, as we've got another donation of £25 from Kev the Slice because he wants these Monaco setups in preset. That will be absolute scenes. Gabor Santos takes pole position by 0.2 of a second to Gregory Prigibel. Then it's Yanis Maibohm in P3. Then it's Master in P4. Then Potato, Alex Lansdale in P6. And I mean, Kev the Slice, another £25. It is on. It is well and truly on.
Yes, absolutely. And only 25 to go till TK goes blue and joins Nathan Richards with a different color to usual with their hair. So that will be quite fun.
Absolutely. Wait, does that mean Monaco presets are on now, or is it another? Are we there? Have we completed it? Are we doing Monaco preset setups? Monaco race will be
Yes.
preset. Oh my days.
Can't wait to watch that.
Kevin, you pain me, says Ben. Holy sweats. Oh my Christ. Oh my Christ. Kev the Slice, what
This
an
is the
icon.
moment.
In all fairness,
Yeah.
right, ignoring the preset nonsense,
Yeah.
£75 is crazy. Thank you very much, Mr. Kevin Slice. We appreciate it. You're an absolute guy. And yeah, love you loads, mate.
Fantastic. And this is now the point where I publicly thank the entire organization behind this for giving me a 5 a.m. stint, which means I have to stay awake through Monaco and I get to watch Monaco. So thank you for giving me an excuse to now watch Monaco. I guess I told you that, Alex, off air, but I guess we can also do it publicly
Absolutely.
now as well. But yes, we're about to get going, believe it or not, with Australia. I know everyone's got distracted in such a big way with everything that's gone on, but you know we have another race that is coming up right now.
Yeah, let's get into it. Australia, round number 12. I'm losing my head at this point. This is past my bedtime. I go to sleep at 10 o'clock nowadays. I'm a unk. I'm a proper unk. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty weak right now, but it's all right because after this race we'll be singing "Gold" by Spandau Ballet. Right, let's head to the grid then. And Omi, do you want to take us through the lights?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're about to get them on right now. Sorry if it's not the best start, as I've just done so many star jumps, but here we go. 5 red lights on. And we're racing in Albert Park and in Melbourne. Leaving the line is Gabor, who chops across Gregory Prigibel and leads into the first turn. But it is going to be Alpine ahead of Aston Martin. Then we find ourselves making our way through with the Mercedes in third position. Already some chaos at the back and already some cars spinning all the way till the back of the field. But great start from Gabor, able to maintain the advantage at the front.
Yeah, ignore my graphic on the side. I keep out what is going on at the start of races. Last time it was fastest lap drive-through penalty. Now it's Gabor Santos is in P20. He is not. And finally it does reset itself. Gabor Santos in the lead of the race on lap number 1. And a great start off the line. Gregory Prigibel in P2 minutes. Yannis Maibohm in P3. Set Master Potato. Then oh, God, I'm Yorkshire for this. Aurelian in P6 when it's Lansdale. Logan, then Robin Brain, then Adam Schumer in P10 at the moment. There's Ryan's. Oh, what's happened behind? I've just seen someone go off, and that is Potato dropping down the order. Alex Lansdale making a move up to P5 and making it around the outside of Aurelian. It's close on the curb. Can he try and make it through? It's very tight. The Aston Martin round the outside now of Logan AP Kelly, also following through the RB, or the Red Bull, sorry, of Aurelian, and also Robin Brain flying through on Alex Lansdale. Everyone just swamping the Aston Martin FZR driver. But at the moment, it's lap number 2. Gabor Santos with a great start, and battles are still looming all around.
Battles are still looming all around, as you mentioned. There's so much to try and keep across in this race, all across the field. There's plenty going on for us to keep an eye on, and it's going to hopefully keep us entertained throughout the next hour or so leading up to that Monaco race, which will begin in 1 hour and 1 minute's time on preset setup, which is absolutely fantastic. And officially TK is going to be getting blue electric hair, which is, so we're not going to be wasting his money. That's very important.
That is absolutely fantastic, because we've got, yeah, a £24 donation from Scotty Designs, by the way. What an absolute guy. So we have now officially raised £1,500. Absolutely magnificent from the community as a whole. We appreciate every single pound, and that has led to such a big sum of money. We appreciate it all. As there, we've got a move here from Master on Jan's Mybone and going down the inside and makes it stick on the Mercedes. But yeah, £1,500, and what an amazing cause, and what a way to do it. We appreciate every single penny, and yeah, what a community we really have here. So special, this event, every single year, every time it happens. And yeah, another £1,500 is absolutely magnificent. Well done, guys.
Yeah, big well done indeed as well, because, you know, we're now into the graveyard shift as well. And like I've done now, including this one, the last 3 races, and to get like 500, like just under that, across that period is just absolutely fantastic. So a huge thank you, a huge thank you to everyone who has donated, and you can continue to do so as well if you haven't, through the QR code or the link in chat.
Yeah, the support is absolutely magnificent, and normally it obviously dies off when it gets these early hours in the line, but the fact that people are staying up watching this, still donating, is absolutely magnificent. So we appreciate it, all the support. And yeah, what a great event it is every time it does take place. Yannis Maibohm makes a move on Set Master, and the racing action, all DRS train at the moment, lap number 3 out of lap 29. And yeah, at the moment we'll be on for a pretty interesting race with Gabor Santos in the lead. And yeah, we've got quite a big fight for the race lead if anything goes different, if anyone's got a different strategy. Talking strategy, let's have a look at tyres. Mostly mediums. Robin Brain gone for the harder Potato, and Alex Loafer. So yeah, I think mostly mediums out there, and understandably for the one stop onto the hards.
Absolutely. At the moment in time, by the way, for the commentary team, Ollie Matthews running in 16th position, so he's the one who we have to keep an eye on, hopefully, to make some progress as well and do a better job than Nathan Richards. But he is already doing that, because he's keeping it pointing in the right direction. But it's only lap 4, so he's got to keep that up until lap 29. He
has indeed, and as long, I mean, there's no wet weather, so there's no complaints. I mean, but I think with Nathan, it is purely skill issue. But we'll get to that when it gets brought up, especially with you in Baku. Lion gets a move on Master. These guys dropping out of DRS. Something's happened to Masters. He's dropping back through the order on the straight. So unless he's got serious damage, he's just dropped 3 places by lifting off on the straights. In the chat, Nathan going, oi, not having it. Here's the lad. But lap 4 out of 29, Gabor Santos leads to Gregory Pajibel, Yanis Mybohm, Orlion, then Logan AP Kelly in the top 5. It's Robin Brain, Setmaster, and Adam Schumer just making a move on Alex Lansdale in P8, and the FCR driver demoted down to P9 in that top 10 battle.
Yep, so that's just switched right now as it stands, as we make our way through over the line and onto another lap. Lap number 5 of 29. We make our way onto now, and we navigate our way through the opening couple of corners. So we see a pit stop coming further back for Manolo. So they make the pit stop and dive it in to the pit lane. And meanwhile, Potato is making an overtake and moving up to P10.
Absolutely. Gabor still looking good out front. Gregor Pajibel closing a slight bit more on the start of this lap. He's just under 4/10 of a second momentarily, but a good exit from Gabor Santos might just deny him at this favour. See if Gregor Pajibel can put the pressure on and try for a move on lap number 5. It's close, it's closing, but just not close enough at this phase. There goes Robin Brain on Logan AP Kelly as he flies through at turn number 9 and gets ahead into the top 5. Robin Brain into P5 for fastest stay true, and just behind Orlion for that top 4 fight. Making serious progress is Robin Brain actually in P5, so yeah, it's showing some strong pace on the harder compounder tyres, but the mediums will start to die out in the next few laps compared to the hards. They'll definitely become more favourable in the latter stages towards lap 10, that's for certain.
Absolutely. Gabor leading Gregory at the front. That is our top 2. They are separated by 2.5 tenths of a second. I've just been messaged on Discord that someone can hear my voice. Well, believe it or not, that is how a commentary works. It might be 2 a.m., but that is how a commentary works. My mic is, my mic is sent through Alex's Discord, and it comes through to your speakers. Or if you've got a headset on, a headset.
That is a very strange message. Omi, guess what? I can also hear your voice.
Fantastic. Well, let me know. Let me know in the live chat if anyone else can hear my voice. I would love to know.
And don't put it in the live chat either. Just message Omi privately on Discord, just saying you can't hear his voice. Just like the others. Here comes Robin Brain once again on Orlion. Flies through into P4 and makes up another place. Robin Brain on a bit of a charge on these harder compounder tyres. And in the chat, there's Harvey. Is Omi speaking?
Well, I am now. Hopefully.
Oh, our vehicles on the screen. Oh, anyways, Alex Lansdale and Adam Schubert close on track at the moment. Alex Lansdale just making a move on Alex Lofer for the top 10. And yeah, very, very close out on track at the moment. But Adam Schumer also very close to Set Master down at turn number 1 as Adam Schumer does manage to get through into P7. 2-second gap though to Logan AP Kelly in P6. But the rest of the top 6 battle all within the DRS, and that's what's going to make it interesting towards the pit stop period. If anyone can try and make moves and progress through the field, they're going to have to do it before then, before everything goes a bit wayward in the pit lane. As there's Master going into the wall slightly, then actually losing the front left end plate. The set driver now is seriously under pressure from Alex Lansdale and Alex Lofer. And there goes Potato, so going 3 wide, and there's Alex Lansdale on the inside on Lofer too. It's very close, and they're still fighting neck and neck down to turn number 9, as it is Lofer who goes through the battle of the Alexes, and Alex commentating through, and Alex commentating too. I mean, it's the trio of Alexes at the moment on screen.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I've actually got a T-shirt which has a Alex on there as well, with a microphone. So you'll be happy to know.
That's absolutely fantastic.
So, yeah,
the quartet,
exactly.
The quartet of Alexes. I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal. Everything I've lived for, right there. It's the way to live.
Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. We are being let down by some Alexes though. Like, where is Alex Heron right now? Is he asleep?
Better not be. Sleep's for the week. I'm saying that like I'm not going to go straight to sleep after this race. But, you know, that's okay. Oh, Robin Brain just absolutely clambered into the wall. Surely that's damage. Oh, he's not. He survived. The lucky boy. Robin Brain in P4. He's still got his wing intact.
Yes, critically still with a front wing attached, which is absolutely fantastic as well at this moment in time as Alex Lofer makes the move. So that is Lavero moving through and up to 7th position, past Schumer there. So Adam Schumer drops down to P8 and the hard compound of tyres go ahead at that moment. And we're also going wheel to wheel, or we were going wheel to wheel further back as Raza Gamer loses a place.
Yes, at the moment, still a lot of close fights on the track at the moment. Logan AP Kelly very close to Aura Lion in P5, the VMV driver. Struggling slightly on track at the moment. Got a yellow flag in sector 3. And who is that? I think that might be Damon. Yeah, just got back running again. I think he might have went a bit too deep into turn number 11. Or turn number 12, but he's back on track and running once again, so no safety car this time.
Yes, no safety car indeed at the moment, of course. We had that safety car interruption in Canada. You know, we've had some races where we've had plenty of safety cars, and then some where we were just where it was just not coming out.
Oh, VSC.
Well, we got VSC.
I mean,
not quite the safety car.
It's a good effort from the commentators to try and spawn a safety car. Close enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I had more power. Unfortunately not. Virtual safety car will do though. Virtual safety car will do. We'll try again later. I've used all the power with jinxing Nathan Richards and doing other stuff today.
Need to power it up now. You just wait and just let it come to you. Anyway, we're going green once again. Oh, that's Shaw. Getting a drive-through penalty there in P17. Not going to affect anyway. For him as Logan AP Kelly makes a move on a line, but he's actually went a bit too deep, and I think he's getting squabbled up by all these cars, and Alex Lansdale trying to join and get through as well. And that's a big mistake from Logan, who's now dropped to P8 at the moment.
Yes, dropping to P8 as well. Ollie Matthews, by the way, checking in with the commentary team, as we obviously should. Right now running in 15th as Alex Lofer makes the move into turn number 1 and gets through. But yeah, Matthews actually has just lost a position in fact as well. So that's not ideal. I was just about to talk about them. But yes, they've lost a position. So I don't know whether I'm going to be giving any praise. Oh, they've lost the front wing. They've lost the front wing, so they're coming into the pit lane.
Oh, commentary team's going down, Pam. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong.
No praise is heading their way then.
Nathan started it. Blame it on Nathan.
Yeah. Don't worry though, we've got the great Jess returning, Corey as well, and I'm sure other people behind the wheel that can try to take over. And actually, Nathan Richards right now is in the call with Ollie, so that's what is probably causing this.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, there we go. We've figured it out.
Problem.
We've absolutely figured it.
If in doubt, blame Nathan. Here's Ryan and Adam Schumer going side by side at number 11. It's close, but Adam gets through, and that was a nice clean move between the pairing. The Haas gets through, and looking to the inside is Logan AP Kelly, who dropped those positions from that mistake. Yanni's Maibo is into the pit lane, and he'll be going on to his next stint on the harder compound of tyres. And yeah, see where it comes out. I think it'll be maybe just close to Master in P14, maybe just ahead of Hazard as well. We'll just get through. So yeah, it'll be ahead of Set Master, and he'll feed out into that gap in P13. So he's got a bit of clean air to go into until he catches Raza Gamer and Chappers, which is actually right ahead of him. So that's not really worked well for him. He's going to have to make his way through the traffic.
Gonna have to just make their way through the traffic then, as you mentioned, and then we'll see what happens from that point onwards. 410's in it for the lead. It's still very much close together. I mean, I kind of remember from last season, Gregory Prigibel came into, fought for the F3 title, did lose out in the end, but then came into PCF2 and, took pole and very nearly took the race win, but lost it on the final lap of the race. On his return back to F2 it was. So, I've already seen him be very, very quick around this circuit, and I've already seen him lose out before, and he'll be desperate for that not to be the case here today. Into the pit lane comes Gabor as Gregory Przegible continues on another lap.
Yeah, it's crucial to see where Gabor Santos comes out. Will he be in traffic as well? As that's where it makes it interesting for Gregory Przegible and where he feeds out. So here we go. Exiting the pit lane now is Gabor Santos. We've got a race of cars coming down from the final corner. The Mercedes of Yannis Maibohm obviously pitted that little bit earlier and comes out ahead. Does Yannis Maibohm. Interesting stuff into P7, and that's a crucial undercut there for Yannis. And got through the traffic and got through on Gabor Santos. So into P7, Gabor Santos into P8, and let's see if Gregory Przegible can come out of the pit lane and do anything slightly different to them, and see how much he's pushed on lap number 12 as well. But still, lap 12 out of 27, we're heading to the second stint, and Yannis Maibohm with a good undercut there.
Undercut indeed, and as we make our way by, getting very close to an overtake for Potato, all the way around the outside and ahead by the time we make our way out of 9, 10 and down towards the final few corners around this Albert Park street circuit, which of course has 4 DRS zones for us, and we'll of course continue utilizing that in the game for the next 3 months before all the systems change similarly to real life.
Absolutely. Alex Lofer about to make a move on Robin Brain to the inside line. He goes in the Williams for FVR and gets past the fastest Stay True driver of Robin Brain and into P2. Gregory Przegible stays out another lap on those medium compound of tyres. And yeah, Alex Lofer and Robin Brain, both of these the hard runners of the group at the moment. Same with Potato, but a lot of pit stops happening now onto the harder compound for the final stint. Let's see how the hard to medium goes for Robin Brain and Alex Lofer. And let's see where they will come out on around lap 16, you've got to say. Or lap 17-ish for the medium compound. You want the best possible stints, the shortest stints on the medium, so you can push as hard as you possibly can and know that your tyres will be in favour for that whole entire stint. So we'll see how that turns out for him, but let's see if Gregory Przegible finally comes in on this lap. Definitely going to get undercut. Got to be sure of that. With Yannis Maibohm and Gabor Santos on the fresher tyres and in a bit of clean air as well.
Yep, in a bit of clean air, as you mentioned, at this moment in time, and clean air, very, very important and vital, of course, for the car. And also, you know, being able to push out flat out as well. And Potato's gone straight into the wall. And I was just on board, and, you know, that went straight on, so I don't know whether it's a failure or what's gone on, but that was full throttle straight into the wall, so I'm unsure what has gone on for Potato, but yeah, they are out and we've got an interruption. Safety car.
And that is Gregory Przegible. Very, very lucky. Very, very lucky, and he'll get a free pit stop because of it. Same with Alex Lofer, same with Robin Brain, and wow, that flips the race on its head. I feel like every single race I've commentated now has had a safety car. I'm just the lure of a safety car. I mean, in the dictionary it should just say safety car, and the definition should just be Alex Bagnall. And yeah, I mean, interesting now. Let's see what happens. Robin Brain, Alex Lofer could go on to the softer, medium, not soft compound tyres. Never on this day and age is anyone going on to the soft compound tyres. Going on to the medium compound tyres, and they will make the end. There's a few laps on the safety car, and they'll get a free pit stop and should just come out ahead of Yannis Maibohm there. Let's see what they do, and I think they should just stay out on the harder compound. But yeah, Gregory Przegible should get a free pit stop as well, and should also stay in the lead. So yeah, he's got what he wanted. Gregory Przegible will take the lead.
Absolutely, we'll take the lead indeed, and as I mentioned, I happened to be on board exactly as it happened, because if I'm honest, Potato made an overtake. I'm just too lazy, so I didn't switch the camera, just left it on there, pretty much, as well, and yeah, saw the moment as they went straight into the barrier as well, so we'll wait and see who is GP, Gregory Przegible, that is, as well, in his home race. So they are now coming into the pit lane, some of our leading group.
Now let's see where Yannis Maibohm is. Coming out the final corner now, and I think these guys are going to come out ahead as iHazard, I think, disconnects from the session. Yeah, these three have just came out ahead of Yannis Maibaum. And where's Alex Lofer? Oh, yeah, I've got the glitch again. And he's down in.
Brilliant.
He spawned back in. Right, so Yannis Maibaum. Wait, no, he's not. Where is he? Alex Lofer is a minute 54 ahead of everybody else, but still in P19. I mean, that's just how we love the game.
Yeah, how we love it. We've had a donation come through as well. We're now at 1,501.67, and I'll say it because
Oh,
you've
no.
donated.
Oh, no.
I mean, you've donated, so I'll say it. Yeah, I mean, if you want me to keep saying it, because I know a lot of people just love it. I mean, it's free engagement for us, number one. But number two, if you keep donating, then I'm happy with just putting it out more there. But I mean, the real person we need to get is Joseph Black, because he absolutely loves getting it out there at every single opportunity. It's his favorite thing to do. But yeah, I don't know where he is. He's probably asleep right now.
Who sent that in? I can't read that name. I don't want to read that name, but yeah, an interesting name that. But thanks for the £1.67. Oh God.
Thank you very much.
Oh God. Every penny counts, even the 67 pence you put towards.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's lap 15 out of 29, just over half race distance. Safety car is out, and yeah, this is with strategy. Alex Lofer, Robin Brain have been offered a second chance in this race to fight back towards the front on the medium compound tyre, so it should have the better tyres at the start of this stint. Robin Bray in the chat should not be texting and driving, first of all. That is illegal. And if you've just passed your test and in the first 6 months you're driving, you get caught on your phone, you will get your license ripped up. So, just saying, Robin Brain, you better watch out, my friend. But anyway, it says, I'm so tired. Well, don't crash.
Great. I also see Will Gibson momentarily joined the other VC, where the other commentators are hanging out. I want to see whether Will Gibson's listening to us, or has he got us muted? Will Gibson, send a message in the chat if you're still listening to us.
I think he was in...
I'm interested.
He was just in the chat then, yeah. He put he responded
he
to Who's
was.
GP. Yeah, Greg Password was the name. Iconic.
Yes. Absolutely. I want to see whether the is consuming our work, or like some of the others, is just put the mute button on, which I don't really understand.
That's disgusting. That we stay here, all this work, and my vocal cords are being destroyed every second, and it's past me bedtime by a few hours. And they put it on mute. Disgusting. I would never.
Don't be muted when we get to the singing. Don't be muted when we get to all
do you know what? This could be a big regret because my vocal cords feel absolutely horrendous. So this is going to be a bad one, I think. I'm scared of any voice cracks that come my way. So I don't know what I've signed up for here. But I'll give it me all. That's all that matters.
Who knows? Maybe next event I'll do some singing so my body can actually get a rest, because everything I do seems to involve movement. And while you sing, I'll still be moving. So I might have a go at singing. But there was a karaoke session I participated in about a few weeks ago. It didn't go quite well. I couldn't do too well at some of the lyrics as well. What did we sing? Okay, so Lush Life was one. I think I nailed that one quite well.
That's quality.
Yeah, I did quite well at that. I won't name the other ones because it's a bit too embarrassing that I couldn't actually sing.
Yeah, you've got to. Come on.
Well, maybe later.
It's 20 past 2 in the morning. Come on. For the content.
I mean, I don't actually know what I'm gonna be. I don't actually know what I'm gonna be like dancing to while you sing. So I might just do random like Lush Life TikTok dances and just random TikTok dances all the way through, just keeping everyone entertained, keeping the atmosphere nice and up.
Oh, Hazard's Racing Productions, Monaco Mechanics. I said I would sleep now, but I'm watching this instead. Keep watching because this performance you're gonna have to keep it in the highlights for. I'm pretty sure it's you that makes the video as well. You've got to keep it in the highlights. Right. I'm so happy I don't have to go out tomorrow. That's fantastic. I'm working, so lucky you. Only 6-7 dance, said Harvey in the chat. Yeah, I
Interesting.
don't know what to say to that, to be honest. Bit speechless.
Yeah.
Anyway, safety cars
I
in
mean,
this
it's been a
lap.
few years. Yeah, it's been a few years since I've commentated on Ace, to be fair. So he's getting in all the requests that he's not been able to do for a few years. But yeah, we're about to get going. We're about to get going now on the circuit.
We are indeed. And Gregor Pagibel is going to lead us away from Alex Lofer and Robin Brain. We're both on for some absolutely fantastic results if they can bring it home in the positions they're in. FVR, Alex Lofer, very close to Gregor Pagibel, and Robin Brain would absolutely love to finish on in the top 3. But anyway, here we go. Round the final corner, Alex Lansdale, what's happened to him? He's spun at the final corner on the safety car. Why is he bottling Sadar? Ben Huskins is going to be fuming. I'm quite fuming as well, but it's green flag running. Gregor Pagibel in the lead. And Robin Brain, oh, Robin Brain, no, that's a bad error to make on the restart. Gets a 3-second time penalty, and that could deny him podium place. Gregor Pagibel leads us away. Alex Lofer in P2 and Robin Brain in P3 with a penalty.
Yep. So, I mean, the race is absolutely flying by. We're already on lap number 18 out of 29. So that's gone, I guess, a little bit quickly. And we're very much into the sprint towards the final stages as well of the contest as we make our way through. So, it is still Gregor Pagibel leading. And then Alex Lofer in second position. And then Robin P3. But of course, as you mentioned, getting the penalty on the restart as we went racing once again.
Yeah, absolutely. But great electric restart from Gregor Pagibel. Robin Brain putting pressure on Alex Lofer at the moment and needs to if he's got a penalty too. But 11 laps remain in this race. I hate when it says there's a yellow flag in the final sector. There definitely isn't a yellow flag and caution in the final sector at the moment. And hopefully I'm not jinxing that as well. But yes, we're heading on to lap number 19 now. Gregory has done quite a fantastic job. Let's see if Jans Myboom can also get through on the 2 medium runners ahead. And let's see if I might have a little overtaking move for the lead as well, if Alex Lofer can get close enough too. But yeah, solid 10 laps to go in this race after this one. And I think Gregor Pagibel is in a pretty strong position, especially the more laps he's in the lead, the more laps he's going to get advantage compared to the medium runners, which are going to die out a lot sooner than his harder compound tyres. So, yeah, it's now looking to Jans Myboom, see if he can try and make a move past the medium runners in the last stages. But at the moment, they're both looking pretty quick. Robin Brain especially on the back of Alex Lofer. Let's see if he can try and make a move in the next few laps or sectors.
Yep, that is the question. That is the question that we ask now. Are we going to be seeing anything be done as well as we make our way